Hi, my name is Habib Muhammad Fallon. I'm here to explain about the case 1. So the case 1 is the Dan Corporation wants to set up a private cemetery business. According to the CFO, Michael John, business is looking up. As a result, the cemetery project will provide a net cash inflow of $40,000 for the firm and during the first year, and the cash flow is projected to grow at a rate of 7% per year forever, and then the project requires an initial investment of $650,000. So the first question is, if the Dangot requires a 14% return on such undertaking, so the cemetery business be started. So from here we know the return is 14%, and then the cash flow is $40,000, and then the growth is 7%. So we look for the NPV is cash flow divided by rate of return and then minus growth. So the result is $571,428.57. So since the NPV is less than the initial investment, so the cemetery business will not be started. And then the second question is, the company is somewhat unsure about the assumption of 7% growth rate in its cash flow. At what constant growth rate would the company just break even if it still required a 14% return on investment? So the initial investment is still the same, $650,000, and then we're gonna look for the growth. So the growth is rate minus cash flow divided by initial investment, and then this is the result is 7.85%. So the company will break even if the growth is 7.85% instead of 7%.
My name is Muhammad Alaska, and today I'm going to try to solve the case number 2. So, Aguera Acoustic, or the company name in short is a incorporated project unit sales for new 7-octave voice emulation implant as follows. For the first year, their unit sales is 95,000. Their second year is 107,000. Their third year is 110,000. Their fourth is 112,000, and their fifth is 85,000. Production of the implants will require $1.5 million in net working capital to start an additional net working capital investment each year equal to 20% of the projected sales increase for the following year. Total fixed costs are going to be $750,000 per year. Variable production costs are $210 per unit, and the units are priced at $100 each. The equipment needed to begin production has installation costs of $14 million. Because the implants are intended for professional singers, this equipment is considered industrial machinery and thus qualifies as 7-year records property. In 5 years, this equipment can be sold for 30% of its acquisition costs. AAI is in the 35% marginal tax bracket and has a required return on all its project of 30%. Based on this preliminary project estimate, understand the NPV of the project and what is the IRR. So, first here, we are asked to calculate the NPV. So, for the NPV, we're going to use the rate of 30%. And how we calculate it is the totals of free cash flow plus divided by 1 plus rate by the power of each year of the rate. So now for the numbers is calculations, the total percentage of IRR is 38.5%.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afsandi Janjawari. With number of student is 1040-1234-0168. And today I will solve case study 3. And I will start from the point A, and this is the question. And this is the explanation. First, to determine the bid price per carton that Solomon Enterprise should submit, we will calculate the present value of all costs and then determine the bid price that ensures a 16% return on investment. First, we calculate the initial investment and we calculate the equipment cost with value 110,000 plus the net working capital with value 60,000, and the value is 570,000 for initial investment. And the second is annual operating cost. For annual operating cost, we calculate the fixed cost from the question, from the case. The fixed cost is 160,000 plus the variable cost. This value is get from $8 per carton times 170,000 cartons, and the value is 1,360,000. So when the fixed cost plus the variable cost, the annual operating cost is $1,520,000. And the next, we calculate the depreciation. The depreciation is the value of equipment cost divided by 5 years, and it's equal with the value equal with 102,000 per year dollar. And the next is we find out that we calculate the after tax salvage value. First, the salvage value is $40,000 times 1 minus 0.35, and it's equal the value of after tax salvage value is to $2,600. Next, we find out the value of free cash flow. So first, the annual revenue is 170,000 carton times with P, and P is the bid price per carton. And we calculate we will find the value of annual after tax operating cash flow, and we calculate first we put the annual revenue minus annual operating cost minus depreciation value and this is will times with 0.65 plus the depreciation value, and we will calculate it until we find the OCF value or operating cash flow value is 110,500 P minus 952,300 dollar. So because of that, we can find the terminal cash flow value for 5 years is net working capital plus after tax salvage value, and the value is equal with $86,000. We will calculate the NPV or net present value. So first, the equation for NPV is like this, and because there is OCF in here, like the OCF that we have been calculated before, so we substitute into the equation. So the equation is like this, and after that we find the value of PIVA from 5 years at 16% rate, and the value is after calculated, the value is 3.2743, and after that the PV of terminal cash flow we calculated from $86,000 divided by 1.16. So after that we calculate the PV of terminal cash flow, and this is the value of terminal cash flow times with 1 divided by 1.16 by the power of 5 is equal $86,000 times with 0.4761, and it's equal with $40,745. So after we get the value of PIVA and the PV of terminal cash flow, we substitute all the value into NPV equation, and after we substitute, this is the equation for the NPV minus $570,000 plus 3.2743 times with 110,500 P minus 52,300 plus 400,945, and it's equal with 0. Next, because there is P in the equation, so we have to solve the P, and we calculate to solve the P. The equation is like this, and then we move the value of PIVA into the right. So the value 570,000 minus 40,945 is 529,055 divided by 3.2743. So after that we have the value like this, and after that we move the value of the value from OCF is into the right. So we have the value of 110,500 P equal with 1,110,000 and 876. So after that we put the value of carton into the right. So this value divided by the value of carton. So the price, the big price should be $10.08, and so this means is the bid price per carton is $10.08, and because we found the P, the price for the carton, so we can calculate the NPV, the equation of the NPV. First we calculate the annual OCV, the total of carton, the value of carton, times with the price, and minus with OCV, and the value will be 161,540. And the next, from this value we can calculate the PV of OCV. So the OCV value times with PIVA value. So the value will be 500 to 28,800. After that, we can calculate the PV of terminal cash flow. We can calculate the total PV of cash flow. because we already have the value of terminal cash flow, so we can put in the equation. So the equation is the PV of OCV, the value of PV of OCV plus with the value of PV of terminal cash flow, and the value will be 569,745. So with all this value, we can find the NPV with minus 570,000 plus 596,745. So it's equal with minus $245. And because of this value is close to 0, we can rounding to small difference, and we can round it into 0. And because of this, the conclusion is the bid price, the correct bid price for the question. What bid price should we submit? So we should submit the bid price in $10.8. For the B question, all the equation is still the same, but the difference is the price. And this is the question. Okay. First, we revise the annual cash flow. We change the price with $11. So first, we calculate the value of revenue, because the company have 170,000 carton times with $11. This is the value will be $1,870,000. So after that, we can calculate the OCF. It's same with previous equation in point A, but we just change the value of the revenue in this equation. So after we calculate, the value of OCF is this: 263,200. And after that, we calculate the terminal cash flow for 5 years, and the equation is recovery of NWC plus with after tax salvage. So this is the value 60,000 plus to 26,000, and the value will be $86,000. So the next is NPV calculation. We already know the value of initial outlay, and the FIFA. So next, we calculate the PV of OCV. We know that the value of OCV is this, and the value of OCV times with the value of FIFA, and it's equal with 861,636. And next, we already know about the PV of terminal cash flow from the previous equation. So next, we just calculated the total NPV. So the total NPV is calculated from the value of we just calculated the total of NPV. So the total NPV is value of initial outlay plus with value of PV of OCV plus with value of PV of terminal cash flow, and the total NPV will be 332,581. So $581. So from this value, we can the impact from the bid price of $11 per carton means that $11 per carton is highly profitable. Because it has more value than the previous price. So we can confirm that our break-even bid price of $10.8 was correct, since any price above $10 will be generate a positive NPV. And the example is $11 price per carton. Next, after we determine the impact of the bid price, the value of NPV, we will find out the break-even quantity. So if we want to find the break-even quantity, so we have to know how many quantity to break even. So with the price of 11 per carton, we are solving for key using this equation. After we calculated, we have the value of quantity. To break even quantity is 145,787 carton. So if the price is $11, so the total carton will be sold is this value, and instead of 170,000 carton with $11 price per carton, we can get it will still break even. And if the cost increase, so the bid price must rise to maintain profitability. And at $11 price, the firm can afford to sell fewer carton and still break even. And also, if the original bid price of $10.8, indeed the minimum to break even at 170,000 carton. So for the point of C, this is the question. Okay, we have to change the equation to solve for break-even quantity. This is the equation for the OCV to find out the break-even quantity, and we just put the cost for every quantity. So the price will minus the cost, and it will be 3Q. And we calculate all the value, so we can found that the value of quantity for the carton is 117,885 carton per year. We will calculate the revenue with total carton with the price of the carton is $11, and the value will be 1,296,735, and the variable cost is total carton times with the cost for every carton, and the value will be 943,080, and the total operational cost is the fixed cost, the value of fixed cost plus with the variable cost, and the value will be 103,080. And for the OCF, we will put all the value into the OCF, and the value of OCF from revenue, variable cost, and total operational cost is 161,576, and this is matched with required OCV from previous total cover. And after that, we have to find the NPV. We put the value. We put the value of initial and we put the value of OCV, and then we put the value of VIVA and value of PV of terminal cost, and we get the value minus $245, and this value is if we round it to 0, so it's minor, so we can round it to 0. So the conclusion is break even at $11 carton is 117,885 carton per year. So this value carton per year is sufficient to break even, and is lower than the original 170,000 carton because the higher price compensates us for fewer sales, and if fewer than 100, if fewer from this value, so the project or the company will lose the money. Okay, for question D, this okay, with the same value, but in OCV equation, we put a new value or new value in this equation, that is F value, to find the fixed cost. And after we calculated all the value, we found that fixed cost is the total fixed cost is $316,344. To prove that the fixed cost is break even, we put the value of fixed cost into equation of OCV and NPV. First, we put the value of fixed cost into OCV, and we found that value of OCV is $161,576, and this value is matched required to OCV in the first value. And next is to put the fixed cost value into NPV equation, and after we calculate, we found that the value is minus $255, and this value is minor to 0 and can is minor to 0, and because of this calculation, maximum break-even point for per year for fixed cost is $316,344, and it's higher than 160,000. And yeah, this fixed cost is from price from $11 carton and 170,000 carton per year. Will afford this total value of fixed cost and will break even, and significantly higher than the original value, because the higher revenue compensates for increased cost.
Alright, good day everyone. Today I will be presenting a financial analysis of proposed project by Gila Golf. We will assess its viability using the net present value method along with ERR and PB period. Alright, let's begin with the data we have been provided. The first is the new globe will be sold at 600, with a variable cost of new globe is 240, and annual sales of new globes is 50,000 sets. The project duration is 7 years. And however, we expect to lose 12 units in high-end club sales and gain 10,000 in low-cost club sales. And for fixed annual operation costs are 7 million. There are two sound costs, which is 100,000 for marketing and 1 million for R&D. This will be ignored in our NPV calculation. And for the initial investment is 50.4 million, depreciate with 7, which is we have 2.2 million. Increase in NWC is 900,000. So for the tax rate is 40%, and for the discount rate is 14%. So the next is we calculate annual operation profit or EBITDA. So EBITDA is 18 million minus 5.4 million plus 2,000 minus 7 million, which is 7.6 million. And for the EBIT after depreciation, we have 7.6 minus 2.2, which is 5.4 million. And for tax 40%, equal with 40% times 5.4 million, which is 2.16 billion. And for NOPIT, 5.4 times 2.16 is 3.34. And for the annual cash flow, this is the NOPAT times depreciation, which is we have 3.24 million times 2.2, so we have 5.44 million. Alright, now we calculate the NPV. So the first is initial investment. We have 50.4 million plus 900,000, so it is 60.3 million. And for annual cash flow is 5.44 million for 7 years, and for annual cash flow is 5.44 for 7 years, and we add the cash flow for 900,000 in it. This is for NWC recovery, or for the NPV after we calculate using a discount rate of 14%. So we have 10,704.379 million. And after we calculate in the beginning, we have the ERR is 27.59%, and for the payback period is around 3 years. Alright, based on the analysis, the project is financially attractive and should be considered for the investment.